Before we start this video today, I want to acknowledge the fact that the audio in this video is absolutely terrible. I tried something different with the audio recorder and it did not work in my favor, but I spent a lot of time on this video and I didn't want all that to go to waste. So if you could just get past the terrible audio, I think that it's an okay video. With that being said, I hope that you enjoy, and please do not make fun of me down in the comments below or else I will cry. Oh boy. Do I got a doozy for you today? Today, we're going to be talking about Jesse. Hey, Jesse! And no, not that Jesse. Today, we're going to be talking about Coach Jesse. Now, what does this man coach, you might ask? Considering you clicked on this video, you probably have a relative idea.
I have a small penis.
This man is as straight white male as you can get. He is the self-proclaimed renowned creator of seductionscience.com. And in his own words, he has taught tens of thousands of men how to get with younger women. And as you can see from the majority of his videos online, he really likes his young women. He likes them a lot. But before we get into the meat of this video, before we get into the fantastic videos that he creates, I want to read his description. Hi, my name is Jesse and I've run Seduction Science since 2001 for 20 years now, and in the process taught thousands of guys how to meet women. I went through high school as a complete nerd, spending all my time programming video games on my computer. I was terrified of talking to girls. Eventually, after getting rejected about 200 times, I finally started seeing results, and soon after, that's when I started coaching other guys how to meet women too. Did he really keep a tally of how many times he got rejected by women? Because if so, that is remarkably sad. 200 times, bro? You seriously counted 200 times? You counted that. Okay. At first I published tips to help out my friends, but within months, Seduction Science was getting thousands of visitors every day. Since then, I've taught boot camps all over the world. I've traveled from South America to Europe to Asia, teaching guys the psychology of women and attraction. So yes, this guy does not have a degree in psychology or anything of the sort. He is just a white man claiming to have unlocked the secrets to the powers of seducting women. So even without me clicking on a video, you already know what this guy is. You've seen him before, you know who he is. But to be honest, I was surprised to the extent that this guy goes. You would think that talking about young girls so much would draw a red flag somewhere, you know? You would think, hey, maybe I shouldn't be talking about this so much. Maybe I could just be talking about how to attract women, not so much young women. Not for Coach Jesse. That's not the route he takes. So let's take a look at one of his newest videos on here.
Gentlemen, this is why you're here. To date younger, beautiful women. To get them into your bed and have them shag your brains out. And gentlemen, you are in the right place.
That's all I want in life, is to be shagged until my goddamn brains are out. This guy is really showing his age simply by using the term shag. Because the only thing I think of when I hear the word shag is this.
Zoinks! 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 What zoinky label?
And today, I'm going to share with you one little tip. Future adventure projection. So let me give you a little example. You're talking to a girl and you say to her, you know what? I'm going to make you my girlfriend for the next 5 minutes. You're going to treat me so nice. You're going to be such a sweet, lovely girlfriend. And we're going to have the most beautiful little babies. Little geniuses. 2, maybe 3 of them. They're going to have the cutest little blue eyes, cutest little smiles. And girl, I'm going to take you to the most romantic place on earth.
Okay, this scenario is lasting way too long. If you were talking to a girl for this long about making her your girlfriend and having babies with them without her interrupting you, there's a chance you're holding her at gunpoint. Because that's the only way you're getting through this entire scenario without her interrupting anything that you're saying.
The most romantic restaurant in the whole world. Taco Bell, girl. Taco Bell. We're going to get the nicest seat. The nicest seat right up there by the menu. So you can just pick what you want without even having to stand up, girl. I'm going to feed you the beans, the chimichangas, the burritos, the tacos, that cheese just melting in your mouth, girl. You're gonna feed me nacho chips. You're gonna feed me those nacho chips, girls. It's gonna be so damn romantic. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next, girl. Go right to Taco Bell. You're gonna love it.
First off, let's go back to the beginning part of this scenario. So you want me to go up to a girl and tell her you're going to be my girlfriend. You heard it here first, boys. You wanna get that girl? Walk right up to her in that bar, get up real close, and just tell her, hey, you're gonna be my girlfriend, okay? You hear that? Are you listening to me right now? You're gonna be my girlfriend. No, shh. Don't say anything. I'm talking. The man is talking. We're gonna have babies. So many babies. And they're gonna look fucking adorable. Because you're hot and I'm hot. But before we can make babies, you know what we gotta do? We gotta head on down to McDonald's. What are we gonna do when we're down there at McDonald's? You don't even have to ask, baby. I'm gonna sit you right down in front of that menu. And you're probably thinking, but Max, there are no seats in front of the menu. The menu's up on the wall. Like, I'd have to be sitting on the counter to see the menu. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. The counter's yours, baby. I'm gonna own that place. They want you off the counter, they have to go through me. And well, if they want to go through me,
there will be bloodshed. You can count on that.
how did I do, coach? Was that good? I think I have a winner there, to be honest.
But the point of it is to get her imagining spending time with you. It's to get the girl imagining what it would be like if you were her boyfriend. That's the whole purpose of this. All right, guys, let's get right into the meat of this little tip.
Oh, my boy Jesse just said the words meat and tip in the same sentence. About to make me act up. Don't worry, Jesse, I'm gonna give her my meat and my tip. I'm gonna give her that meaty tip.
I call it planting many little scenarios inside her mind. And again, like I said, you can use this at a bar or club with a younger girl that you're talking to and you want to take her straight home back to your place for a same night lay. So what you're doing here is you're planting many little seeds inside her mind of spending time with you.
You're talking about planting seeds inside her mind? Bro, I'm gonna plant seeds inside that pussy.
For example, when you're talking to a girl, you might tell her, you know what? There's this really nice park that I used to go to a lot. I just haven't been there in a while. You know what? Next nice day, I'm gonna take you there. We're gonna have so much fun just feeding the ducks. And you're just planting these little seeds in her mind to get her envisioning spending time with you, to get her envisioning being your girlfriend, to get her envisioning having you in her life. And what you're gonna do is, over the course of an hour or two of conversation, is you're gonna plant 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little seeds into her mind.
This is so fucked up. Like, let's not forget that he's talking about older men getting with younger women. He's talking about manipulating these young women to thinking that they have a future with this guy so that he can get his dick wet. I think there might be a word for that.
But you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again, and pretty soon it's popping up in her mind so often with so many different little things, she begins to think that it's her idea. And that's what separates you as an older guy from the younger, better looking competition. Because young, good looking guys, they're not going to bother learning this kind of thing.
No, because younger, good-looking, normal guys aren't trying to manipulate women into liking them. At least not all the time. It's so fucked that he thinks that this is okay, and that there's people watching and thinking that this is okay. So we finished with that video. Let's move on to another video. How to make younger women feel hot and raunchy back at your place. Dude, I can't with the title of these videos. Do you think he cringes at all before he uploads? Like, he's writing this out and he's like, wow, my life really is this.
You know, you got this beautiful girl on your arm. You're there with your date. You're hoping to make something happen. The very first thing you want to do is to take off your shoes. You want to take off your shoes, and then you want to turn to the girl and tell her, listen, take off your shoes.
What? Dude, I can't help but laugh at this. Like, this is genuinely funny. I think most people take off their shoes when walking into somebody's house, do they not? I don't think that this is just something where I live, especially if you're coming back with your date. I would assume that you would both take your shoes off.
Now, I'm a guy, you're a guy. We don't normally care about that sort of thing. It's a beautiful girl. We don't care if she takes off her shoes or not. But guys, make it happen. Take off your shoes, have her take off her shoes.
Yeah, you know how us guys are just disgusting? And we hate being clean because we're men? Well, now you gotta pretend to be clean. Because apparently, women won't sleep with you if you're dirty. Who would have known?
All right, gentlemen, the second thing you want to do as soon as you take off your shoes and you tell her to take off her shoes is you want to set some sexy mood lights. Guys, this is really important because a lot of you gentlemen, Your place looks like a office building. It looks like a hospital.
Yeah, well, maybe I like my place looking like a hospital, Jesse. Maybe I like it to look like I just got frisky with a nurse, got stabbed by a needle. Maybe that's the sort of thing I'm into. What are you gonna do about it?
It helps put you at ease. It relaxes you. It puts you into a trance. Guys, you want to put the woman into a trance. This is so important.
Listen to me, guys. You need that girl's guard down. You need her in a trance. You want this woman to obey your every command. Because as a grown man, that should be what you want to do to a 20-year-old woman. Command her.
All right, guys, the third thing you're going to do, as soon as you walk through the door, you got that sexy date on your arm.
You might have a sexy date on your arm, but for me, I like to get myself that prune. Thank you, I'm here all night. Get it? Because he said date, and I said prune. They're both like dried fruits.
Third thing you're going to do now is put on the music, guys. Very important here. You got to set some sexy music that's going to grease the slide for getting this girl's clothes off. You think she's just going to automatically take off her clothes? Guys, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen like that. You should have a playlist ready to go. And if you're interested in my playlist, check out the description below. I can share that with you if you're interested in.
Okay, I want to see this guy's playlist. We're checking out his playlist. What? Oh, I can get his playlist, but I have to apply to be mentored by him. Fuck you, Jesse. I thought I was going to hear your music.
Kind of music is going to set the mood for getting her clothes off. Guys, it's really important. That's why the younger girl is with the older guy like yourself. Because you have wisdom. Because you have experience.
No, actually, I think it's probably because previously we manipulated her into thinking that she was going to be able to spend more time with us and that we would be able to provide things for her that other people couldn't. When in reality, we really didn't want anything else than this night.
They're with the older guy because he's wisdom. He knows what he's doing. He can create that ride for her. He can create that roller coaster of emotions. He can give her that experience of being seduced, of being with the seductive stranger who has charisma, who's older, who's wiser, who knows what he's doing.
Yes, and if you know what you're doing, then how do you not know that what you are doing is wrong? How do you justify any of this in your mind? You're talking about women who have just gotten out of school within the past 5 years and still might be in college. Dude, I can't take the stupidity, holy shit.
Next thing you want to do is offer her some tea, wine, water, and snacks. See what she wants. Don't make an assumption and don't leave her hanging, guys. Make her feel comfortable. That's the reason she's dating an older guy, because you have more wisdom, you have more experience, and you're going to think of these things.
I love that he's saying that she's dating you because you have more experience with this sort of thing. But everybody who's watching this that is taking this advice obviously has no experience with this, or else you wouldn't be giving this advice.
All right, guys, the fifth thing you want to do in those first 2 minutes, might sound a little bit weird, is you want to go to the bathroom. You want to leave that girl by herself, unattended, for 5 minutes.
5 minutes? That's what we're doing? 5 minutes? Okay, so we have the perfect 2 minutes set up. First, you take off your shoes. You might think that's self-explanatory. No, you're not experienced. You want to look experienced. Take off your damn shoes. Second, set the mood lights. Get rid of that white shit and bring in some dim lights. You want to accentuate them curves. 3, you want to turn on that music. And by music, I think you know what I'm talking about.
No cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
4, offer them some tea, wine, or snacks. You want to get this girl tipsy. You want her guard down. You want to put her in a trance. You want that woman tipsy. I am leading you straight to the bedroom. Number 5, go to the bathroom. But not only go to the bathroom, but stay in there for 5 minutes. Stay in there until the woman is worried that something happened to you, or that you're just hiding because you're too afraid to go out there and sit with her for a couple minutes. Coach Jesse is giving us all these tips, and I genuinely don't know how to thank him. And he's doing it for free. What a nice guy. And then for the rest of the video, he's basically just repeating everything that he's previously said. So now I want to look at this video called Why Good Girls Take It All Off for OnlyFans and Exotic Dancing.
Father plays a vital role in a woman's self-development in life when she's growing up from an early age. She needs a father there to set boundaries for her, to give her that masculine attention that she so desperately needs at that age, and to provide a role model of how relationships should look and work.
So in this video, he's talking about how when girls don't have a father figure in their life, they're basically fucked. Like if they don't have that man to teach them as they're growing up, they're just gonna become a whore and just sleeping around with people. And you don't want that. You don't want that. You want a nice, good, clean woman. You want one that hasn't been around the block. Even though you're an old-ass man trying to hook up with a younger woman, it doesn't matter if you've slept around. It doesn't matter if you're going to sleep around. It matters if she slept around. Because if she's a whore, nah, not for you.
And guys, it all depends on what you really want out of life and relationships. Because let's be honest here. A lot of these young women that grew up without a father figure and don't know how to conduct themselves, they can be freaks. They can be a lot of fun in bed.
They can be freaks. So you might be into that. If you also just want to sleep around with a bunch of young women, you could totally go for the ones without the father. Because they're very impressionable. Actually, I might even say that I would prefer them. Because not only will they sleep with anybody, but they can get a little freaky with it. They can get a little jiggy with it.
These young women need a father to set boundaries, to show them how to conduct themselves, on how to dress, on how to act around men, and they need a father to show them what a healthy relationship between a man and a woman actually looks like. That's why you got to be very careful of these women that grew up without a father.
Or maybe, just maybe, hear me out, having or not having specific parental figures in your life doesn't dictate who you are as a person. I know that's a crazy concept for your little pea brain to accept, Coach Jesse, but that's how the real world is. People are complicated. You can't make a general assumption of people based on what their parents have or haven't done. It's not their fault that their parents were a fuckhead. Just like it's not my fault that you're a piece of shit. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little angry there for a second. It's just this guy is actually infuriating me. He's so dumb. And there are people watching and listening to him. The funny thing though about his YouTube channel is that you can't see how many subscribers he has, because I'm sure he has like barely any, but he wants it to seem like he has more subscribers, so he just doesn't have it up there because he claims to have taught tens of thousands of people and been to multiple countries teaching the psychology of women. Just saying, I think he's kind of a fraud. So if you go to his one website that he has linked on his YouTube and scroll to the bottom, it says click here and I'll tell you my story. I'm game. There is no way I am reading all of this. Basically, it just says that he was a nerd in college and that he asked a bunch of people out and they never went out with him. But then he finally learned the tricks of the trade to seducing women and now he's getting laid all the time. This is the guy. This is the guy trying to tell you that you're a whore for not having a dad. What the fuck? So in the description of each one of his videos, you can apply to be mentored by Jesse personally, which to me sounds like hell, but to some people might be appealing. So if you click on it, you're immediately exposed to this video of Jesse talking, which I don't want to listen to. Now, I'm not actually going to apply because there's no way I would spend money on this guy, but I'm just curious what the questions are before you apply, like what qualifies you or what they want to know about why you're applying for their program. First, what's your name? Well, my name is Max. What state? Good old PA, baby. Land of the Bell. We don't actually call it that, I just said that. Please enter how old you are. I'm gonna say a good one's about 45. I feel like that's when people are desperate. Tell me, what are your specific goals with women? I want to fuck. What is the biggest obstacle that keeps you from achieving your dream goal? My tiny penis. Describe your current experience with game. I had one girlfriend, but she would never have sex with me after seeing how tiny my penis is. How would you describe your ability level with women? I think if I got the chance, it would be 100% orgasm rate. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. What would you say are your attractive qualities to women? I have a face mothers like is what people have told me. Why should Coach Jesse choose to work with you? We get a lot of applications. It's so funny how he tries to push how famous he is. Just how many people he's trying to help out. He might get to you, but don't be offended if he doesn't, because he's got a lot of people on his plate. Just fair warning. I will put in the work because I'm a hard worker. What is generally the best times and best days to reach you at? Anytime. I live with my mom, so I'm never really busy. Success! Your application is completed. Assuming it all looks good, I'll get in touch with you soon. By the way, I suggest you shoot me a quick email message letting me know that you submitted your application just to make sure I don't miss it. And it didn't even ask for like a payment option. So maybe he sends you the payment after you send him an email? I don't know. I'm done. I don't feel like dealing with this anymore. It was funny. Now it's boring and annoying and I want to be done with this video. So guys, thank you for joining me today. If you guys want, you could like and subscribe. You know, the YouTube stuff. Sharing the video would help too, but I'm not going to force you to do anything. Don't worry, I'm not Coach Jesse here. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode where I decide to eat my chapstick. Or maybe I'll do it right now.